We're going to go to the Miami Dolphins. Tua getting benched, and Quinn Ewers comes in, who, honestly, I don't even know what to think. It's his first start. It's a team that's completely imploded at this point, so I'm not going to say yes or no. You had Devin A-Chain, who's been really good this year. Like, even not just as like a gadget fast guy, but actually as a good running back this year. He's the one bright spot. Jalen Waddle, when they throw the ball beyond 2.5 yards, he's been great. The problem is they don't throw the ball down the field. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one first. We're blowing this bad boy all the way up. How did I? You try and keep Devin A-Chain. That's the one player you really keep. Jalen Waddle, if you can, but that might be your best trade asset. Like, there was talk about him trade at the deadline with the Bills. Tyreek's gone. He was already wanted to be gone anyway, so that's not a surprise. You got to find a way to trade Tua. It's going to be hard with that contract. Nobody wants that, especially with his unfortunate injury history. You're going to have to do the Brock Osweiler and say, hey, we'll give you Tua and a second-round pick for a third-round pick.
If not second and third.
Yeah, like, you're going to have to find a way, and I don't know who's going to want to take it because you don't want your backup quarterback to be injury-prone, because if he has to play, you want him to be healthy. So it's a tough spot. So if you're at Miami, you have to blow this up. Mike McDaniel, I think, is going to be a great offensive coordinator at his next stop. I think at head coach, it just wasn't quite the right fit. It had its moments. Took the league by storm in 2022 to led the league in passing yards. But unfortunately, when you give him all that money and then the concussions come home to roost, you can see by the play style, they have to call plays to ensure he doesn't get tackled. And he still runs face first into defenders sometimes. And the way the rest of your roster has been invested in it, you got to blow this bad boy up. There's no way to reload or run it back. You just got to, for a 6-win team, it's got to be blown up.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like Mike McDaniel's biggest fault is he continued to try to play the same game with Tua after Tua got hurt. And I don't mean that's like all his fault. Tua has to understand his limitations, which I don't think he ever bothered to try to learn his limitations. So I think that's part of it. I think that doesn't help. Obviously, Tua's his ability to he wants to make plays, right? That's his biggest fault. He just wants to make plays, and that's fine. But you got to learn as you're the quarterback, you're not a running back. You can't dive face first. You're not protected anymore. This isn't college football. You're going to get smashed. It's a lot of, and look, I'm a big proponent of head safety and mental health, but as a quarterback, you can't put your face in the firing line. That's rule number one, and he did that. So I think this franchise is a result of injury leading to kind of just naivety, where they and maybe pleading ignorance, where they're like, oh, we can still run the same. You can't. You need a quarterback to throw to Tyreek. Tyreek got upset because he didn't have a quarterback to throw to him so many years because his quarterback kept getting hurt. You didn't have a running back until Devin A-Chain walked in the door. Outside of Jalen Waddle, who finally got unleashed this year, which I don't understand why they can't find a number two. You didn't have a tight end until this year. You had a Gesicki who was good, but he wasn't great because his quarterback wasn't there. And then your defense, you've blown up like 5 times at this point in time. So, like, you're back to Minkah Fitzpatrick, which was a trade before the Mike McDaniels era. And yeah, I think we're at the point now where you got to blow it up. This is another one where I could put in the same category as the Bengals. Like, you also need to look at that front office, and you need to have a conversation with that front office, that training staff, all of them, to figure out what they need to do to make sure their rankings aren't D and C's anymore. I need A's and B's, guys. We need A-B honor roll from you guys if you're going to be successful in the future. Because right now, yeah, it's not great. So yeah, I'm with you, blow it up, but it's like the problems run deep in Miami. It's not a little bit. And hey, for the first time, it's not your stadium. Congratulations. You guys have coverage for the fans at least. If that helps. I don't know.
It doesn't help. They got a long ways to go. I would like to see Quinn Ewers play the rest of the season and at least be on the roster, but at least in a quarterback competition next year.
I want to see a competition.